So I went through and I memorized a deck of cards this week. I learned how to do it. And I think that it's largely a useless skill. It's a party trick. But understanding how the memory technique works is something that is useful and can improve your life. So there are two components to memorizing a deck of cards: having a memory palace, which is just a route through a familiar location, and a system to be able to translate meaningless information, like a 9 of hearts, into a meaningful piece of information. For this one, it's Steve Jobs.
Isn't that cool? It's really cool.
There are two parts to remembering something: being able to remember that you learned it and being able to remember the information itself. The memory palace takes care of organizing the information so you can say, I forgot this piece, or I remember this piece. And the memorable images is how your brain works. So let's tackle the memory palace part first. Developing one of those is as simple as just choosing a location that you're familiar with and then picking a route through it with distinct spots. For me, it's 20 spots from my front door all the way up to my couch. And I can assign pieces of information to each one. But I'm not going through and saying 9 of hearts is at the front step and then 2 of spades is at the top of those steps, because I'm not going to remember that. The cards will blend together. Instead, I'm using what's called a PAO system, which I've linked in the description if you want to go through and learn yourself, to memorize that 9 of hearts, 2 of spades, 2 of clubs is a distinct image. That this is Steve Jobs taking a bubble bath with a dragon, and I can put that at the top of my steps. And then at the next spot, the mailroom, I can say, okay, 10 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, 10 of clubs, that is Oprah Winfrey shooting a shotgun at a tube of mascara, and so on and so forth. And I can walk through and translate them back. 9 of hearts, 2 of spades, 2 of clubs, 10 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, 10 of clubs. And that is a skill. It takes practice to be able to do that. But understanding how I did that means that you can translate any piece of information that you find important into something that you can remember. It doesn't have to be something, okay, this person's name, Raymond, 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 and then forgetting it 10 seconds later. Instead, you can say, okay, I have a memory palace where I can put Raymond's face, and then the next spot I can put his name. So Raymond Reynolds. Let's think of Ray Mound Yen Old. So I think of an X-ray technician sitting on a mound of dirt. And right next to them, I see a old man handing me this yen coin going, here you go, Shunny. And I can put that image at the top of the steps. And then I could put his hobby. If he plays tennis, I could picture him playing with Roger Federer wearing that headband and all that stuff. Or I could put his birthday using the major system in the next spot. And I can walk through and I can remember, okay, his name should be here. It should be the next spot, but it's not there. So let me try it again. Because it's not a perfect system, but allows you to say, I've learned this or I haven't. The name Raymond might get confused with something else, but an X-ray technician sitting on a mound of dirt is distinct, it's vivid, it's colorful, and you aren't going to get that confused with something else. It'll be memorable. I think there's something to be said for understanding how memory techniques work. Even if it seems on the surface like memorizing a deck of cards is a useless party trick. Understanding how that system works, saying that I have a memory palace, I can walk through and I can say the image should be here and it's not, so you know if you've learned it or not, is a useful skill. The other one is being able to say, this is a distinct image that I'm not going to get confused with something else. It's having the skill to be able to translate meaningless information, names, numbers, cards, into a meaningful piece of information, a distinct image that you can assign to that location. And then all it is walking through. And I had a lot of fun. It shows the remarkable capacity that's within all of us if we just bother to awaken it. And as always, thanks for getting better.